I'm back with another video about credit unions, why credit unions are good. Specifically on this video, we're going to be talking about DCU, Digital Federal Credit Union, one of the best banks I actually bank with. I love DCU. They give out a lot of funding. They give out the bag. If you have a business, they're one of the banks that you should definitely go to do your business with, to get funding from. Lots of great things. So far, I've been with DCU for about a year, so no complaints so far. Let me tell you a little bit about their credit card. So I actually have the DCU credit card right here. This is the DCU Platinum. Just get a little closer. This is the DCU Platinum credit card. I got this card about 3 months into banking with DCU. I opened my DCU account. Every month I was putting about $100 in the account. So I did this for 3 months straight. After 3 months, that's when I applied for the DCU credit card. The Platinum card is their lowest tier card. They have a couple of other cards, but I wanted to apply for a card just to see, basically how their approving works, to get approved, I should say. So I applied for their DCU Platinum card. I instantly got approved. Within 30 seconds, I got approved. Let's do 10 months. I've had it for 10 months. So I've had this credit card for 10 months. What I did, I waited until I had kind of established a relationship with DCU before I applied for this credit card. DCU pulls from Equifax. So that's important to know. So make sure your Equifax is unlocked. When I applied, I had to unlock my Equifax credit report, and then I applied for their product. So I did that. The credit card, no complaints so far. Credit card, their credit card, I should say, it has no cash advance fees, no balance transfer fees. So I was like, oh, you know what I mean? So it's very rare for me to find credit cards that have no cash advance fees. So I was surprised. I didn't even know that before I applied or when I was applying. But they sent me my whole statement and everything, and the approval letter. And I saw that and I was like, okay, interesting. So moving along, they have that, which that may be a perk, a big pro for a lot of people. So they have that. And I mean, overall, they're just really good. The Platinum card that I have, this is their lowest tier card. So I got approved for $5,000 right off the back. And the lowest tier card, which is the DCU Platinum credit card, it has no rewards or no spending rewards, because I said, this is their lowest tier card. Like I said, I had only been with DCU for 3 months. So when I applied for their lowest tier card. I said, oh, let's just see what happens. You know what I mean? Because I'm very new to this bank, and did that. So I think I may go after their business products next. I think that's going to be my next steps. The interest rate on their credit card is at 17% that I have. It may be different for other people, but for the DCU Platinum, my interest rate is at 17%. So that's one of my lower interest rate cards, which I'm okay, that's a plus for me. And anything under 19 is a plus for me. I'm give me more, okay? Hello, period. So that's a plus. Also, their auto loans are really good as well. So I got their auto loan for people who have businesses that deal with cars, or renting cars out, or a rental company. DCU, they have really good auto loan products as well. So I have their auto loan. It took me about I would say about maybe 2 or 3 minutes to apply for their auto loan. And their approval process was pretty simple. I was able to get approved within 2 minutes. And what they do, so DCU is very different from a Navy Federal. You know how Navy Federal, they'll just mail you the check and you can send the check to whoever, your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, if they're selling a car, and complete a transaction with them. Or you can even go to a mom and pop shop with Navy Federal. No. DCU is not like that. So if you're looking to do that, don't go to DCU to do that. DCU, they will only send a check to a major car dealership. So say for instance, if you're getting a Ford or a Chevrolet or a BMW or a Mercedes-Benz, you have to go to a major dealership to get that car in order for them to send the check. So what DCU does, I got my car that I currently do business with from a Mercedes-Benz dealership. So once I I started shopping around for the car. once I started shopping around, I saw the car that I absolutely loved from the color, from the inside. I was like, yes, this is the one. I was like, I'm gonna get this one, right? So I got that car. And once I like started talking to the dealership, I'm like, yes, I'm really interested. I had to put down like kind of like a holding deposit. No, I don't know what they call it, but let's just say for the sake of this video, like a holding deposit. So like they'll hold on to the car, you know, for about a week, and that lets them know that I'm serious about this car and I want to get this car, right? So once I did that, I gave them that holding deposit. And so then that's when I called DCU. I'm like, hey guys, I found the car that I want. And at this point, it had been a week since I got approved for the DCU auto loan. And so once I found the car that I want, I said, hey guys, I called them up. Hey guys, I found the car that I want. Like, how do we like move this process along? That's when they told me that they'll mail the check to the dealership. So I had to get like the dealership's information, like, hey, I call back the dealership, like, hey, who should we write this check out to? They told me XYZ, or like the Mercedes-Benz dealership of Buckhead, you know, blah, blah, blah. And so I sent that information to DCU, like make the check out to Mercedes-Benz of Buckhead. And then what DCU does, DCU mails that check to the Mercedes-Benz dealership of Buckhead. Once the dealership has that check in hand, then that's when they release the car to me. So I flew down there, I drove the car back up to like where I live currently, and it was a done deal after that. So from that time between like when I found the car and I called DCU, like, hey guys, I found the car, this is where I'm getting it from, this is where you need to mail the check. It took them like about like 3 to 4 business days to like mail the check and like ship it off, and from the dealer to the dealership getting that check in hand. I would say it took about like 3 to 4 days. So like once the dealership had that check in hand, they called me, they said, hey, your bank sent us the check, we're good to go, you can come pick it up at any time. So it was a pretty like smooth process. I didn't have any hassles or any runarounds like that. Like I did mention previously, like DCU, it has to be like a major dealership for them to even like send the check. They will not Navy Federal you. They're not gonna do that. With people who like to get those, like if you're buying from like a private seller, like Navy Federal is amazing. Like credit bureau wise, they actually pull from Equifax. So make sure your Equifax is cleaned up and it's in good shape. I always wait until like my credit score gets up to like a 730 to apply for any credit cards, but I would say as long as your credit score is over a 710, you should be good for this card. I waited until I had a relationship established with DCU to apply for any of their products. So about after 3 months, that's when I applied for their Platinum credit card. DCU also has business products. So if you have a business or an LLC like I do, you can apply for their business bank account. They also have a business credit card. There are no cash advance fees for their business credit card. So they have a lot of really good perks. Comment down below and let me know what your experience has been like with DCU. Do you like them? What don't you like? What do you like about them? Your process, your approval process with them. I would like to hear you all's experience with that banking institution. So comment down and let me know. Until next time, bye guys.